Hi there, welcome to the end of the week video briefing, Friday the 22nd of September. The time just seems to be flying by. 3 quick updates for today and then of course word of the week. I'll begin by just giving a mention to something called Life Learning, which is an opportunity for all of our students on Tuesday of next week. I then would like a quick word about supercurricular opportunities. Finally, talking a little bit about communicating with the school. Just a welcome reminder hopefully to you as parents about the best way to get in touch with us, and then we will finish with word of the week. So first of all, I'll start with life learning, and I think the best thing to do is to begin with why we deliver life learning, what it involves, and that will then lead in nicely, I think, to what your son or daughter will engage with on Tuesday. So all schools up and down the country have a statutory obligation to deliver relationships and sex education, RSE, and health education, and also some of the wider aspects of things like economic well-being, careers, personal safety. And the way that we do it here at Chipping Campden School is we have 8 drop-down mornings spaced throughout the year, the first of which is coming up next Tuesday, the 26th of September. And we collapse the timetable from 8:55, so the start of tutor period in the morning, right the way through until break time. So all students in all year groups are placed into groups within their particular year group, and they stay in that group for just over 2 hours. And throughout the year, they will have the opportunity to engage in, discuss, develop their understanding of 8 different themes that are relevant to their particular age group. And to give you an idea of the sorts of things that will be being discussed throughout the year, next Tuesday, the first of these life learning days, the year 7th, for example, will be engaging in discussions around anti-bullying, safe online behaviour, healthy relationships, whereas the 6th form students, they'll be looking at things such as financial literacy and conflict resolution, 2 separate sessions. But throughout the year, on the 8 various days, they will go into different sessions. So by the end of their 5, 6 or 7 year journey with us, they've covered all of the themes that we have a statutory obligation to deliver whilst they're with us at Chipping Campden School. We're really looking forward to Tuesday, and in terms of how you might be able to help at home, when they get home from school on Tuesday, perhaps just begin to follow that conversation up with your son or daughter and talk with them a little about the themes that they were discussing in the morning and any implications, any questions that they might have that weren't able to be resolved during the session. So that's Tuesday 26th of September next week. Nothing new for you. They come to school as normal, same time. It's just that registration periods 1 and 2, they will be out of lessons in a separate group, and then from break time onwards, it's back into lessons as normal. So it might be worthwhile just checking what your son or daughter has for periods 1 and 2, because it's highly likely they won't therefore need that equipment with them on Tuesday. So that is life learning. If I can then move on to supercurricular opportunities, you'll remember that last week I spoke with you about our extracurricular opportunities, of which there were 85 different opportunities per week. Great to see our students getting involved in that already this week. Our supercurricular opportunities, they are an opportunity for all of our students to further their learning and develop their understanding, maybe looking more broadly across a particular theme, discipline or department. Now, the way that we do it here at Chipping Campden, and many of you will know this already, but particularly if you are new to the school in year 12 or year 7. In year 7 and 8, we have something called Excel badges. And I'm going to hold up a plaque now, which show the various different Excel badges that we have on offer at the school. And each badge belongs to a particular department. And the way that our year 7s and 8s achieve these badges is by going on to Colin, our online learning platform, having a look at a particular department, and then there will be a series of different activities that they can engage in and with. They then complete their evidence, upload their evidence, which then gets sent to the specified teacher in that department. They have a look at what your son or daughter has done, and then they'll get back to your son or daughter, and if appropriate, which will be the case in the majority of cases, they award the Excel badge. And they get the badge both in a virtual form, and they actually get the badge to put on their blazer. And I know that many of your children will have an Excel badge already. The virtual badge lives in Colin, so that every time they access Colin, they can see the different virtual badges that they've accumulated. And then the actual badge, of course, they can wear to school every day. But it just gives our students an opportunity in years 7 and 8 to really tailor their interests in what they want to spend their additional time deepening their learning about. And then from year 9 upwards, nothing more to say on that today, but I just wanted to signpost a communication that will be coming your way over the coming weeks from Mr. Bishop, our Associate Senior Leader, but also Head of Year 13. Mr. Bishop runs something called Twilight Tuesdays. So Twilight Tuesdays are a regular feature of our provision. They have been at the school now for quite a while. And please look out for a communication that will come from Mr. Bishop over the coming weeks. Twilight Tuesdays will get underway after half term, after the October half term. So we talked about life learning, we talked about super curricular opportunities. I'd just like to give a small mention to communicating with us at the school. As we shared with you at the various parent information evenings that ran at the beginning of this year, it's really important to us that we offer that two-way dialogue, so that if there is an issue at home and you want to get in touch, you can do that really easily. Variety of ways for you to do that. One is to call the school office on the school telephone number. Alternatively, please feel free to email the school office at office@camden.school. So that is office@camden.school. And if your query is for a particular member of staff, then if you could just put for the attention of that member of staff in the subject bar, then our office team can make sure that that finds its way to that particular member of staff. I would ask that if you do want to come into school and meet with us in person, that's of course absolutely fine. We'll put time into doing that, but it is best to email or telephone ahead and make an appointment to do so. The chances are, if you just present yourself at reception without an appointment, particularly if you're there to meet with a member of teaching staff, it's unlikely that they will be available to meet with you at that time because they'll be otherwise engaged. So just a heads up, particularly for new parents, in terms of how we operate the communications at the school. So, work of the week. I've just realised that throughout this video I've been referring to this as word of the week. It is most definitely work of the week, and hopefully on the screen in front of you now you can see this week's, or one of the 3 winning entries for this week. So this piece of work belongs to Lily, and if I just scroll forward you can now see Alice's and finally B's. And I'll scroll back to Lily's. Lily, Alice and B are 3 of our fabulous Year 10 students who have chosen art for their GCSE, and prior to the summer the art department gave the Year 9s some work to have a go at over the summer break, and Lily, Alice and B have come back and have produced 3 fantastic pieces of work. You can see Lily's there titled Under the Sea. We've then got Seascapes and Marine Life from Alice, and then finally we have got Beauty by B. And what is particularly nice is if you scroll in on B's work, there's a little quote at the end there, which I think is completely appropriate and says, "I think you can find beauty in everything if you look hard enough." I know that Mr. Grover would want me to pass on his congratulations to all 3 of the winning entries for this week, and a big congratulations to the other nominations for this week. So that's it. A couple of things just to remind you of as we go into next week. On Thursday the 28th of September, a reminder that we have our annual open evening event, which means that school closes slightly early, closes at 1 o'clock. I'll be writing to you at the beginning of next week, just confirming the details for that, particularly with the view of transport and lunch. But students will finish at 1 o'clock. I know that many of them will be returning later on in the evening to be ambassadors for the school, which we look forward to. And a reminder also that the day after, so Friday the 29th of September, school is closed to students. That is one of our 5 inset days. So in view of both of those events, there will be no video update next week, and I look forward to speaking to you again in a fortnight. All the best.